Across Scotland there is vibrant new life in an old industry. This marine services company at Nigg on the Cromarty Firth, built to service North Sea oil rigs, had fallen into disuse, mothballed for years. Until now. Nigg is thriving again. The skills and expertise of the oil industry are being adapted to a new purpose, capturing energy out at sea from the wind.
We have probably about 700 people working on the site at the moment. We think with a fair wind and with a push on both renewables and oil and gas, we could maybe have 2,000 people working here by the end of 2014.
38% of Scotland's energy already comes from renewables. £1.5 billion was invested last year alone. The Scottish Government believes Scotland can become the Saudi Arabia of clean, green energy.
Scotland is officially the windiest country in Europe. It also has an abundance of these vast uninhabited windswept spaces. So you come to a place like this and you see the enormous potential of the thing. The challenge is to make it commercially viable, because as things stand, all of this depends on a huge and very generous public subsidy.
The tiny parish of Udny near Aberdeen has bought its own wind turbine. They spend the profit on community projects, tennis courts, playgroups, equipment for the local school. Would a yes vote in next year's referendum jeopardise that subsidy, as UK ministers suggest?
It is a concern we've got, not knowing what's going to happen to subsidies, because just now the subsidy makes quite a large percentage of the income of the turbine.
The subsidy is called the feed-in tariff. It's paid by everyone in the UK who pays an electricity bill. If Scotland chose independence, would energy suppliers south of the border really stop buying clean energy generated here?
There's a very serious risk that the lights will go out in England circa 2015-16. That is the real debate. Now, how can we avert that dreadful possibility only by the importation of energy from Scotland in large quantities?
A yes vote next year would not change the simple facts that much of the renewable energy is in Scotland and most of the demand for it is in England. In whose interests would it be to let all this potential go untapped? Alan Little, BBC News on the Cromarty Firth.